Am I on there?
This week on Strange Suspicion.
Yeah, the package came.
Open it, sweetie.
Do it.
Should we wait until dark?
What's happening?
I'm not too sure. Could be a broken power line or something else.
It's coming from over there, in the food pantry.
Looks amazing. I'm so glad this new telescope came.
The stars, too. Thanks, Granny.
No problem. Granny knows you to love to look at the heavens. And it was on sale at... Who's that?
The one with the fresh soul.
Sorry about the mix-up.
It's all right, man. Have a good one.
Hey, a package for us. Let's have a look. After that spooky night we could use a surprise.
Woof!
Did someone say supplies?
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. Order in the court.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Strange Suspicion. If you have not been here before, please remember to push that subscribe button and that like button. Anybody who's in here who enjoys this content, that Bob worked so hard on that cartoon. I don't know if you guys, if you're new to this cartoon, if you're new to this channel, it's called Carnageville Lane, and that is Bob's creation. There are quite a few Easter eggs in that cartoon. Norman, I see that you're here, so possibly you can email me if you know that. Do not write it in the comments, because if you write it in the comments, then it's going to be ruined, because you always are the first person to find the Easter eggs. For those of you that don't know, Bob puts Easter eggs in every video, probably multiple Easter eggs in each video that we put out. So that was the latest episode, right, babe, that you put out? Yeah. Right.
That was
It's 420.
it was called the package.
Yeah, that's right. The package.
Grandpa was the package. Pawpaw.
And you know what's funny about that guy in that cartoon? He looks just like that big dude, that big smelly man in front of us at the dispensary today, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Except that guy had, like, you guys, we went to the dispensary because it's 420 today. And here in Michigan, crazily, I mean, I'll just shout him out. Quest Cannabis. They had a pretty big sale, so we went down there today, and we actually got quite a lot for free.
Yeah,
and
for $20. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of free goodies there. So it was worth the drive, right? Totally. And Bob actually, he had 420 earlier before when we first had woken up, so he forgot he was wearing shorts and those socks, and we were like standing in this line, right? Because we had to be like
this morning.
Yeah, you were pretty tired, right?
I said it was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing this morning. It was very strange because it was not anywhere near snowing a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wake
it
and
was
bake
crazy.
Bob.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. So yeah, it was freezing cold, you guys, but it was worth the trip. It was kind of a drive, but it was worth the trip. And they
Well,
were really
we showed up an hour or two early, and we were like the 20th person in line.
yeah. It's like for those of you that don't live in legal states, it's 420, so they'll take like the first. What was it? The first 50 first was the first one.
It was some number like that. Yeah, I think it was 50.
Yeah, like the first 50 gets free this, and then the first 100 gets this, but the first 50 was like we got 4 free things. That's all I can say on this platform, I suppose, right? But
Oh,
happy
who cares?
420. What's that?
I said, who cares? We got a couple pre-rolls and a couple free OZs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we got a free OZ for those that know, you know, and we got a free eighth, and we got 2 free pre-rolls. So that's like quite a lot of free things, I think. But
Yeah.
happy 420 to everyone, because now this is 420 Pacific. Well, actually 426 Pacific. So that's the last time zone in the United States to have 420. So if you haven't already enjoyed your 420, please light them if you got them, because this is the only holiday that Bob and I pretty much celebrate. So we're glad to have celebrated with you. And yes, I do still have the mask. It's just that I think the person Banshee, Screaming Banshee Studios, who I got it from, he did a really, really amazing job. I don't want to like downplay that whatsoever, but I think that like he sent it right after he made it, and it needs to dry out for like a week. So the mask will be back, but I will probably. I don't know. What do you guys think? For those of you that have seen the mask, what do you think about these contacts? Are these all right? Can you see them? I was thinking of getting a couple pairs like this and then a white Manson pair. Yeah, right. 13th hour free OZ. Yeah, it was crazy. She was like, oh, here's your free goodies. And she reaches and she puts an OZ in the bag, and she puts an eighth in a bag, and she puts 2 pre-rolls in the bag. And we're like, what is going on here? But we had to stand behind a very, very, very stinky man who I must have been just in the right spot because Bob smelled him the entire time. And then right before we got in, right before everybody got warm and got inside, because it's so freezing cold in Michigan, we're like finally get in the door, and then the smell is just encapsulated in this little small hallway. And I'm like, oh my God, like I could feel it in my eyeballs. The guy was so stinky. And it was really strange because he was wearing he had glasses on, right? Fine, whatever. But then he had like white glasses on top of his glasses, and the white glasses, the white rimmed glasses, they didn't have any lens in them. So he had like regular glasses, like regular glasses, right? It is regular glasses on. And then he like what's that guy's name? They used to wear those glasses.
double the glasses, double the fun.
He was like Andy Warhol or whatever wore those glasses, right? The
Andy
white
Warhol.
glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was very
cool.
stinky anyway, though, right? And
we talked like 5 minutes about how stinky this dude was. Yeah, he was very stinky.
he was so stinky. Yeah.
He was.
But that
stinkier than
guy
the
in
weed.
your, I was saying, the guy in Carnageville Lane, he looked like him, the one that, I'm not going to say who he is.
Oh
in
yeah,
real life,
definitely.
based on character. Hey, Cujo's here. Look at that. Cujo the Wicked is here from Australia. Awesome. You guys will be getting to know him very soon. How is it down there, Cujo? On the other side of the planet? Oh, it's not 420 by him anymore. It's already 421. I hope you enjoyed your 420, Cujo the Wicked. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cheryl is absolutely enjoying 420. I can tell you guys that. Cheryl. Very, very impressive. You live in Carrollton, Georgia. Okay, I'm thinking of the wrong person. But I know who you are, Cujo, though. I thought that you were from Australia. I got you mixed up with a different clown. But yeah, I do know who you are. I watch your videos every single day, probably. And they're kind of scary. Just so you know, you kind of scare you. This clown scares this clown. That's all I can tell you guys. Cujo scares me, and I do not scare very easily. But let's see. Okay, so what were we going to? So as far as that cartoon, you guys, I wanted to discuss one part of it where Bobby the raccoon and Baby Pia were looking up at the stars. Babe, you wanna join me in this conversation? Okay. So Bob and I very, very often drive around and look at the stars. We also find great solace in going camping and being hiking around nature. Bob loves doing mushroom hunting, right?
Yeah, morels. I love looking for morels. They're delicious.
Obviously, that's
in
more of a
my,
daytime thing, though. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, we've done a lot of nighttime camping, walking around, looking at stars. There's several. Yeah, like see that campground right there, you guys. Do you guys know what that park is right there? Is that what I'm thinking it is, Bob?
Yeah, it is definitely what you think it is.
Okay, so this park is called Wow. What do you call it?
YY or something.
YY or something.
Or
It's
something
the
YY, yeah.
look at that view, guys. Look how pretty this is. Look at that. Does that look beautiful or what?
I totally smoke it. Roll out there.
I'd smoke a
Get
juke
a
there.
dab
I'd smoke
pen.
up. Yeah.
Smoke a dab pen out there.
Smoke a dab pen out there. So with those guys, look at that.
Very pretty.
Those guys seem to be having a good time. They look about college age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Tani knows it. Why? Yeah, Cheryl. Do you know where that is? You guys, so this is where Brian Kohberger was looking at stars in the middle of the night. And when Bob and I saw the pictures of this, we were dumbfounded at how this, like, in my mind, when they said he went to some park and maybe jogged around it or whatever he did there and just looked up whatever he said, he was looking at the moon and the stars. I would love, like, when I saw this, I was like, I want to go there and look at the moon and the stars. It's beautiful. Like, the scenery is it's breathtaking. And when we saw one video, remember, we saw the drone video.
Yeah.
And it did flash like a nighttime view. And there are very few places in this world where you can see an incredible view like that of the moon and the stars. Yes, Norman, that's the state park. Sorry.
From the drone footage that I saw,
and
then like the Google Earth images that I was looking at,
right?
Like there's definitely a trail around there that goes down by the water.
Yeah, and it's paved, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
It's not paved. It's like
not that one.
Stone.
Okay, this one here.
It's crushed stone. What?
I was thinking of a different one.
Like
remember when we saw the campground part?
Yeah, that part's paved, but then it curves around here. I'm trying to look for pictures. Like these are all paved.
Right.
But it goes up around. Like, can you see my little finger pointy hand?
Yeah.
From what I know of, back up in here, there's a trail like past the park here because I looked at it extensively because there's a lot of arguments on like people saying, oh, it was closed at 7, blah 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 blah. Well, I can tell you for a fact that I've went in parks that were closed after 7. So right, shame on me, I guess. But and I also here's the entrance to the park. Okay.
Yeah. See that
and
little white gate, right?
Yep. And right to the right of this, over here, that's not on screen, there is a parking lot where people, you can tell people had parked and walked in, but now like it's obviously open sometimes for the
wide open
park or for the campsite. And there was a house, I believe. I couldn't really tell. Was that video you were watching when I came in the one day?
Yeah, the video where I thought it was like the video of the park, but it was a video of like the parcels on it that were for sale. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it was like 6 months ago, guys. There was like 9 parcels for sale, like right up on this park. Like an old, like, wasn't it like old snack shack or something, and like an old something observatory, maybe. Look at that. Gosh, it is beautiful.
there was a house there for sale, and it had like a barn, and it looked like I don't know,
Oh,
something.
hey, Rock Chalk.
And then there was a bathroom that I saw from like in one of the pictures. But that's really nice there. Let's click the search within this image. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. All right. But yeah, okay, there's part of that trail. This is what I was talking about here. That's
Yeah.
behind like that pavilion we were just looking at. This goes back around, and it almost goes to the beginning of that, parking lot. But a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he just sat in his car and looked at stars," which it's pretty open on that side
Right.
of the park. Like it's
Look at
pretty
that.
hilly.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilly in spots, and that might be where he lost signal. But honestly, like if he took pictures out there, it's gonna have a timestamp on it. It's gonna have a date time. If he recorded it, I mean, same thing. But
Look at that.
it's
It's like scenery you're not going to see anywhere else, right?
That's pretty nice.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. It's stunning, you guys. And I would think, like, if you were in a high stress situation, like you're studying here for your PhD, you're alone and all the way across the country from what you're familiar with. You know, it looked like he gone to school in other states, but this is really far away. And he's older than most of the people that he's going to school around. And he's, I don't know, vegan. It might be hard for him to find good places to eat or whatever. And I just wanted to say on that too, just before I forget, you guys, it's a little bit scatterbrained of me, but I did see someone talking about like poor Brian, he's eating like real expensive soy and tofu and stuff. And just so you guys know, it's like actually cheaper to eat healthy. If you don't eat healthy, well, let me be the first to tell you, tofu is cheap, right, babe? It is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
It tastes good, but it's dirt cheap. Like seriously, if you guys want some tofu, go to the store and you'll see just how much you'll get for a couple of dollars, a couple meals worth, right? So I don't think he's getting any kind of special treatment or they're paying any extra for anything to accommodate Brian. Not that I know of.
Wow, that's a old picture. It's 2001.
2001, right? But what is that range behind there? What is that? Does anybody know what this is?
This
And
this right here is that railroad track, I believe. That's the
oh, that's right, the railroad track in the front, right? That goes into the front by the water. I'm seeing a different angle that I was thinking.
like I've looked at this park so much that I kind of know
Look
some
at
of these
that.
angles, but
I would love to look at the stars out there at 3 in the morning or whatever time because there'd be nobody else around there. There's no light from anywhere, just from the moon. Gosh, that'd be
Right.
so beautiful.
and that was the other like argument. People were saying, well, it was cloudy and blah 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 blah, and there was ice spots. But I mean, for how long though?
I don't know.
7 hours straight? No. You know, even like cloudy out there would be beautiful. I would still go out there. I've been to places cloudy. The only thing I really like try to calculate when I go out hiking is the weather. Like if it's raining or, and it wasn't raining. So
Look at that.
yeah, cool.
Looks like a great place to go, especially you guys. Like, I know it's against the law to go into a park at night, but right there, right down on the bottom of the screen, look at Rock Chalk even said, was going to say driving late at night had medical marijuana license. That's right. Late night drive, smoking doobie, stargazing. He lives on campus in apartments. Doesn't seem strange to me, right? He can't smoke. I would think you can smoke in your own apartment, but not an on-campus apartment, as she said. So yeah, where is he going to smoke it?
Yeah, in a car in the parking lot, that's probably sketchy too,
Illegal
you know what I mean?
right?
Yeah. And it's like he's like, I'm not gonna walk down the street, I'm gonna drive out somewhere beautiful and chill,
Right.
or whatever. You know, I totally get that. But
Right, it's like a whole vibe, right?
yeah, totally.
For those
Like
of
out
you
there,
that don't smoke, like peaceful, chill smoke that's ideal. That's like what the whole thing is about.
Yeah. Out there is perfect. Everything out about there is perfect. It looks like from what I can see personally.
Right.
So,
I think so. Yeah. Looks like the chat agrees too. Cheryl doesn't think it's strange. Jane says it looks awesome. Rock Chalk is saying he would never smoke in his car, no way. Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah, he might get it everywhere. And he's such a clean freak, remember?
well, he probably
Probably
hit
just
a dab pen.
over and over trying to keep looking to see if he dropped any.
I don't like to call people out, but he seems kind of like a dab pen guy.
Who, Brian?
Which is-
Yeah.
Which is fine, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but like what do you guys think when they said a park? Do you know what I mean? Like, did you picture something like this, that he drove to something like this? Because just so you know, like, gosh, man, if he is not guilty, right, then he was out here just relaxing. And at the same moment, these awful homicides happened to these 4 college students, and he's blamed for it. And he was just out there smoking a doob. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
Appreciating the view he has at the moment while he's living near there. You know what I mean? Taking it in. And because he did that, like, oh, you're the murderer. Like, that's awful. I think it's really awful. And I feel like the more that comes out in court, the more it just looks awful. They got no backup suspect. They got no, I don't know. They got nobody like that they can put in his place. Like, you guys, if Brian Kohberger is not guilty, right? Then what happens? What happens next? They say, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. We got this. We're going to figure this out, guys. Like, how do you make a whole community feel safe that you just were so sure that this suspect was the right guy that you let whoever get away? Because that means that somebody got away, right? Am I right? Let me know what you guys think. But that person could be watching right now. Like, right now. And they would be watching mainstream media, and they would be watching true crime people. They'd be watching the newspaper. They'd be trying to, listen in or have conversations with people around campus, like near the neighborhood or even on campus, people associated with Ethan, Xana, Maddie, or Kaylee in any way, like people they worked with, people they had class with, people they partied with, people that were in their sorority or fraternity, whatever, whatever is appropriate for the person.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be watching right now.
Right.
And then so they'll find out Brian allegedly would become not guilty and let go, and then they have to worry. So then more people would lose their lives. Am I wrong? I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys
know. I think that
Let's see what Norman thinks.
I think it's a big mess. A big dang mess. Like built garbage everywhere. Garbagey.
It is garbagey. You see Norman said down there?
No, sorry.
He said definitely a blind blow that Brian is the only suspect. No one is safe unless they know exactly who the culprits are. Right.
Right. But I mean, I'd like to have faith in, law enforcement and, things of that nature. And I'd also like to think that maybe they have more suspects, but I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's the scary part, because I think they just thought this was like a slam dunk. I don't know, man. I'm scared either way, kind of, about it. Like, because there's 2 things going on. There's, if he is guilty.
Yeah, if he is, but
yeah, and if he's not
let's say that, let's just for one moment say Brian Kohberger is not guilty. Okay? Right on the record on this channel, Brian Kohberger is not guilty. Okay?
All right,
So
I'll play your game.
Okay, play my game. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Brian Kohberger is not guilty. So then what? Say you're Bill Thompson and Brian Kohberger's let go. Then what is his next move? What do you think?
He is guilty. Is that what you're saying? What is the
No,
next
if he's
move?
found not guilty and he's got to be let go, then Bill Thompson is the prosecutor. What is Bill Thompson's next move? He finds another suspect, or he just says,
He's
I don't
gonna
know what to
retire.
do. He retires like Chief Fry, right? Seems like a common thing.
Yeah. Real common. Real common.
Exactly. So you guys, what I want to do for a second is I have something that I think I had something over here, Bob.
What?
Well, maybe it fell.
What do you got over there?
My 420. So you guys, just so you know, we're going to start doing this thing every time we do a video, and it's going to be called Ask a Clown. And some of you did decide that you were going to submit a question to Ask a Clown, right? And so there was, I believe, 15 questions or something like that. I know that. I think Cheryl asked a question. Cyborg Mama asked some questions. Jane, maybe.
Yep.
Some of you are in here that did that. Yeah, there's a troll in here, by the way, but we'll take care of that.
I am sorry. Yeah, watch that mod, please, because I'm not in the chat too much.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's the same person that I was worried about in the beginning under a different name. How weird is that, you guys? Gosh. How common is that? Okay, so we're going to keep a smile on our face. And
Yeah,
I'm going to
let's keep it
ask
going.
Bob,
Keep
can
it
we
going.
do Ask a Clown segment so you and I can enjoy 420 really quickly while they listen to Ask a Clown? And remember, guys, please submit your questions to email at strangelysuspicious@gmail.com, and also in the comments underneath any video. Just put Ask a Clown question in this. So for this video, the questions we got were these. Do you have the video ready or no? Okay, so here we go. Ask a Clown. And being a clown, I would choose the...
And now a segment I enjoy, Ask a Clown. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and how would you use it to be a clown content creator?
If I could choose a superpower, it would be, especially for this true crime channel and being a clown, I would choose the ability to see through people's lies. And the reason I need this superpower, guys, is because there are a lot of smaller channels that deceive and lie and mislead and try to put you all over the place so that they can gain their own personal benefit from doing that to your channel for more views on their own channel. I learned this the hard way, guys. We went from like 200 people watching during a live to 20 people watching during a live. I wish I could see the ability of sincerity as well. That would be another awesome superpower. And the reason for that is sincerity is not always easily found with people and sometimes very easily mimicked with people. People will definitely try and tell you things to stroke your ego so that they can get into your mind and so they can try to control what you think, what you feel, and what you present as a creator. So if I could have any kind of superpower, I would want the ability to see through people's lies and people's insincerity.
If life is a circus, what is a clown's role in the grand performance?
The clown's role in the great performance of life is undeniably crucial. Think of them as the heart of the whole operation, right? Clowns tasked with keeping the spirit of light, laughter, and happiness flowing even when the tightrope walkers sway and the lions roar a little too loudly. There will always be clowns to show you that even in the darkest times, you can find a way to smile.
What is your opinion on law enforcement?
I do have some reservations about law enforcement. Personally, I do. It feels like sometimes the system can kind of perpetuate its own problems. That can really affect the community vibe. Like, the community opinion on law enforcement, like, people have like a distaste for law enforcement these days. And I'm not saying all of them. In absolutely no way am I saying every cop is a bad cop. Let me repeat that. Absolutely no way would I say that every cop is a bad cop. There is no such thing. There's no such thing as all good teachers, all good parents, all good police officers, all good EMTs, all good priests, anyone that's in a position that should be trusted. There are good and bad people, but I do have a problem with the judicial system, the system of law and justice, and the system of order in this country. I absolutely take issue with law enforcement in general. Personally, I try to keep my distance and focus on doing my own thing, but I definitely think there's room for improvement on how things are handled in law enforcement, because law enforcement guys, they're doing their best with what they've been given, meaning their training, meaning their resources, and meaning the processes and policies in which they have to work by.
Why don't you allow politics or religion on your channel?
I choose not to cover politics or religion on my channel because I want to maintain a respectful and inclusive environment for everyone, every single person on this channel. There's no way that everybody really would agree politically or religiously on this channel. There's absolutely 0% chance for that. It can really affect the community vibe as well. Religion is a personal aspect of life that varies greatly for each individual, and I prefer to keep my content secular, meaning everyone is welcome here no matter what your beliefs are. Don't bring in really personal, private, strong beliefs such as politics and religion into this channel, because this channel is a true crime channel or a paranormal channel or a randonautica channel or whatever you choose it to be. But this channel will never be focused on politics or religion. There are other channels that do such a thing, and my hat goes off to them. But it brings out strong emotions, and it can lead to conflict amongst viewers in the comment section and otherwise, which is an atmosphere I do not aim to create. I want you guys to get along and be respectful and curious, not disrespectful, guys. I have said this every single video. Just stay on topic, guys. Just try to stay on topic.
Are you using a clown persona to hide a criminal past?
No, I am not using my clown persona to hide a criminal past. However, it's quite simplistic to make that assumption. I just want to make that real clear. This is a question that I have not gotten once or twice. This is a question I've gotten multiple times, along with, are you trying to look like Drip Drop? No, first of all, Drip Drop is a male. I am a female, and my channel is way different than Drip Drop's. Hats off to him. Nothing but respect for the guy. But honestly, no, I'm not a criminal. Given the open nature of the Brian Kohberger case, meaning that we don't know if he's guilty or if he's innocent, right? We don't know. You can't tell me for sure that you do. You'd be fooling yourself because you don't know the facts. None of us know the facts. So what we're doing is going on plain assumption. So because the Brian Kohberger case is an open case, remember, the real perpetrator could still be at large. And I would guess that perpetrator would watch media and true crime to see if anybody is, you know, kind of onto them, onto their trail or whatever. So no, I'm not gonna show my face out of safety for myself and safety for that possible perpetrator, just to be completely honest.
Are there any true crime channels you enjoy?
Oh yeah, certainly. I do enjoy a few true crime channels. A lot of the content that I watch on YouTube is absolutely not true crime. Christina Randall, I really enjoy the way Christina Randall enjoys a kind and calm approach with her community. And I enjoy the way that she does so much research on so many cases. She's an amazing creator. I also enjoy the Captain Howdy. The Captain Howdy is incredible for all his uniqueness and for the way that he is seemingly unbiased in every single thing that he's ever presented. I am a channel member at that channel, and I do respect him and his content wholeheartedly. I think he runs a really great channel there. So if you haven't checked out the Captain Howdy, please do so. He is quite amazing, and he does really good content. Thought Riot Podcast, that channel is amazing. Malia and Brendan are great creators, and they're great speakers. I love the way they have a healthy debate and how they respect and love one another. It's amazing. I love the dynamic on that channel. If you've not checked them out, why not go ahead and check out Malia and Brendan on Thought Riot Podcast. I'm not trying to single anybody out. I was just trying to keep it to 3 channels. So Christina Randall, the Captain Howdy, and Thought Riot Podcast. Shout out to you guys. And if you guys have not heard of these people, please check them out.
Shout outs to any paranormal channels.
Bob and I have been doing paranormal stuff for almost 2 years. And yeah, we definitely check out other paranormal channels. Our very favorite one, I would say, is Mindseed TV. If you've not checked out Mindseed TV, that channel is definitely worth your time. Really, really, really great production on that channel. And also, just genuinely, nothing on that channel is fake. If you ask me, nothing on that channel is fake. There are a lot of channels that do fake things. If you want to ask a clown which ones do, I will have no problem shouting those channels out and calling them out, but not unless they're asked. So,
do you watch mainstream news?
Who do I watch mainstream news? Hell no! No! Why would I watch mainstream news? You gotta be kidding me. As a clown, my job is to bring smiles, not recycle gloom and doom for a script. Seriously, folks, you see, on mainstream news, they might as well be wearing clown makeup too. That's the ironic part here. They might as well be wearing clown makeup too, given the amount they stick to their scripts. Take Brian Kohberger case, right? They say what they're paid to say, sometimes shaped more by their sponsors than the truth. I'd rather stick to jokes than juggle the facts and fiction like they have on the mainstream news channels.
What are your thoughts on Nancy Grace and Ashley Banfield?
Nancy Grace and Ashley Banfield. Oh my gosh, this is a good question. Nancy Grace is absolutely over the top, and I think she's over the top for a reason. She does it for attention. She does it so people will click on her channel. She does it so people will listen to her. She does it to be controversial. She does it for propaganda purposes. The other day I saw on Jewels of All Trades, actually, she has a short where Nancy Grace says if she can get close enough, and Taylor, that she'd love to pop her head off. Like, why? I don't understand what dog she has in this fight, or why she's taking personal feelings out on Ann Taylor for any reason. Ashley Banfield, on the other hand, I feel like she gets a bad rap. She's doing exactly the same thing as Nancy Grace or any other reporter who reports on Idaho 4 or Brian Kohberger case in any way. She's just reading off a script. She's just on a channel that I don't know if they're well known or not. I promise you, I just watch news on YouTube from YouTube creators. Most of all, I stick to watching YouTube. I couldn't even tell you who the news reporters on each channel. I couldn't even tell you who's on Fox and who's on CNN and who's on, like, I have no stake in that race. I know these people are reading from scripts. And when you read from scripts, it's just like watching a TV show. I'm recording this on the fly. I'm not reading anything. I'm just doing it on the spot. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm just answering your question. This is me, and this is real. And when you watch the news, you're not getting anything real. They're wearing, even down to what they wear is scripted. Their hairdos are scripted. Their makeup is scripted. They're like a performer. They're not the bringer of news. They're the bringer of propaganda and fear.
Do you block people from your channel?
Oh, absolutely. I do block people from my channel. If someone rolls up here tossing disrespect around to me or to any of you, this ain't no place for your lies and deceit. For their own good and for my own peace of mind, I don't have time for that kind of negativity. Neither do you guys. We're here to have a dialogue and share thoughts and opinions, not to start and deal with drama. If they're coming with bad intentions, they better believe I'll show them the door. Whoop. Fucking whoop.
What's your favorite Joker's card?
Riddlebox part. I feel like Riddlebox is the most addictive CD to me from ICP. I know it's a little old school for some of you, but I do like Riddlebox the best. I like Cemetery Girl. I like Chicken Hunting. I like a lot of the old jams, you know what I mean? Boom, shaka, boom, chop, chop, bang, I'm too dope and it ain't no fun. Riddlebox is not just an album though, it's a whole vibe. Whoop, whoop. The way it mixes the eerie with the funny, nothing better than that, right? Inviting us to look beyond the surface and the complexity of life's riddles. The Riddlebox.
Do you think Judge is biased and favors prosecution? Why?
Oh, yes, I do think Judge does seem biased. He hints like at this predisposition of guilt for Brian Kohberger. That's the way I'm taking it. Maybe it's just me. Whether it's rooted in sexism or preconceived notions, undermines courtroom fairness. I mean, like anytime Ann Taylor speaks, it seems like either he doesn't respect the opinions or the words of a female, or he doesn't want her there, or he just wants her to finish talking, because half the time he's not actually listening to what she's saying. But I do think that he does favor the prosecution. He does definitely favor and treat the prosecution way better than he treats the defense. In scrutinizing bias, though, we navigate a delicate balance, striving for justice free from prejudice.
What are the reasons a judge in any case would go against anything? A respectable judge is supposed to believe in and be what? Favor one side.
Well, imagine you're a judge, right? You got the gavel, you got the robe, and you got the power to make or break someone's day, or their entire existence. Now, why on earth would you go against everything a respectable judge stands for and favor one side? Judges might have biases just like the rest of us. Maybe they're secretly a fan of courtroom dramas, or they want to spice things up a bit. There's good old bribery and corruption. I mean, who wouldn't want a suitcase full of cash and a lifetime supply of donuts? Maybe the judge just really, really loves donuts, right? Sorry, folks, I'm ruling in favor of the donut shop for this one. Free donuts for life for me. I love myself a good donut. Of course, there's also the possibility of sheer incompetence. Maybe the judge accidentally watched the wrong legal drama the night before and got all mixed up. I mean, I thought this was Law and Order, not Judge Judy. I thought his name was Brian Kohberger, not Brent Kopaka. Sometimes these people are having their midlife crisis. They're starting to lose their energy, their memory, and their cognitive ability. So you got to give these older judges kind of a break, because they kind of don't even realize these changes are happening to them. But hey, jokes aside, it's essential to remember that the vast majority of judges take their responsibility seriously and strive to uphold justice, guys.
Can our clown please explain the difference between psychopaths and sociopaths?
Okay, this is a good question. Psychopaths and sociopaths. So, I'm happy to answer this question, and it might help a lot of you out to understand the way the criminals' minds work and the way criminals' minds don't work, in essence. So, think of it like this. Both psychopaths and sociopaths, right, are people who find it hard to understand other people's feelings. And they don't follow the rules like most people do. But psychopaths, right, are like the sneaky villains in cartoons who have a plan, right, but they don't get upset easily. So they're really good at pretending to be nice when they need to, but they don't really feel sorry for anything wrong that they do. They're calm and they're cool, almost like they're playing a game, you know what I mean? But sociopaths are different. They might decide to do something suddenly without thinking about it first. So they have bad impulse control, right? Like a character who acts on a whim in a story, or, you know, a teenager or something. They can care about some people close to them, but they still don't care much about the rules. They show their feelings more and can get upset quite easily. So while both psychopaths and sociopaths don't follow rules, a psychopath is more like a calm schemer, and a sociopath is more like someone who acts without thinking too much. Think of it like both psychopaths and sociopaths are people who find it hard to understand other people's feelings and don't follow the rules like most people do. But the psychopaths are the villains with a scheme, and the sociopaths are people with bad impulse control. And that, my friends, was Ask a Clown!
Hey, it's Tawny Nubs. I watch Strange Suspicion on YouTube. What are you watching?
I love that. Thanks for putting that on, Bob. So, that was Ask a Clown. Thank you guys all for watching that. You can honestly ask me anything you want, and you can write it to the email, which is strangelysuspicious. I think there's a banner. I don't know if you can see it or not, Bob. But Our email is strangelysuspicious@gmail.com. There's no question that you can ask, but if I don't want to answer it, I just obviously won't answer it. But if you are curious about anything about the channel or anything related to our channel or myself or about Bob, you are welcome to go ahead and attempt to ask us in the comments or in our email, and we will do our best to answer you immediately. Some of you submitted these questions as late as this afternoon. Maybe it was Cheryl. I think it was Cheryl that did it this afternoon. She submitted hers this afternoon. I think it was the sociopath, psychopath, which was the last question, was Cheryl's. I think so. Thank you. Thank you for those questions. So what we're going to discuss now, I think would be good to discuss now, is next week. So we've been on the schedule Monday, Thursday, Saturday. I like that schedule. You like that schedule, Bob?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
There you
Sorry, I
go.
was muted.
Yeah. So Bob and I have been noticing in the last couple of weeks that the Brian Kohberger thing is kind of like not a lot of new things going on, and I've noticed a lot of. Go ahead.
It's probably going to be getting kind of crazy now, I would think. Like every other trial is probably going to have some kind of new thing, I would think.
Yeah, it's just so weird to me though, because like Idaho seems to have like a lot of very interesting decisions in their cases and a lot of interesting cases all going on right now. And I don't know about you, but that's not a state that I've been hearing a lot about throughout my life. I don't know.
I mean, like obviously we're from, we're far away and we're whatever, but yeah, like this last year, 2 years, whatever, I've heard a lot of, crimes lately. I think it might have been pumped up because of the Brian Kohberger cases. Maybe more like people are like looking around that state for different cases that are going on.
But like when we brought up last week, like last video, the Daybell case.
Yeah,
that's in Idaho. Yeah. Very similar, but not with the way that they handled him being in jail and him having bail, right?
Yeah, the case is not similar. I mean, there's the way that things were going and the case are.
No, what I meant by similar was like it's 3 people and 4 people. It's
yeah, okay, yeah, that'd be the right. I was like, that's the only similar thing going on. But yeah, I was listening to part of it the other day. It was right around lunchtime, I think, and they were talking about the zombie or the dark thing, or whatever they had going on in their little cult. But
right, yeah, it's like some religious, like weird. They thought the kids were demons or something, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And they can't be helped or something.
Those kids didn't have a chance.
Right. They didn't have any chance, so they had to get rid of them, and they had to end their lives. And then he goes to court, and they give him I thought it was like $100,000 bail or something. It was something along. It was a lot anyway. And this guy's like out on bail, and I don't know what she is in jail, and she is being convicted. She is facing consequences for it, but I don't know. I thought I asked you guys last week, but I didn't see anybody say anything about shoot. Did anybody see what he was being actually charged with? Was he being charged with the murders or with accessory to the murders? Because if she's already in jail, I just haven't followed that case. The only thing that I know about it is that it's also an Idaho case, and I don't believe that they're facing the firing squad. And I believe there are 3 unalived people due to this man and or woman. I think already she's been declared guilty. So I was just curious if anybody knew if she was like, he's an accessory to it, or if I don't know. I'm not really familiar with it. I just don't think that it makes any sense that somebody who did a quadruple murder is in jail for this long without any bail, and then the other person who's already been convicted and connected to the crime. There it is. Thank you for that, Bob. He is being tried for the murder of Tylee Ryan and Joshua Mallow, children of Lori Vallow. Okay. What about his ex-wife? Was he charged with that? Or maybe she was. I don't know, but I don't know what makes him 3 people. Like, is it four people is the cutoff in Idaho? That's where you don't get bail? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Can you hear me?
that part makes no sense. Do you know what I mean?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It said he's on the trial for the murder of his
Of the
former.
2 children.
He's also on trial for the murder of his former wife, Tammy.
Right. Right. So I'm wondering, like, if that means.
Yeah, right here. It says one of Lori's close friends, Melanie Gibb. This is the part I was watching. I think that I was just talking about. Testified on the stand. Gibb said Chad labeled people as dark. The people with the label were later referred to as zombies. Gibb and
They're
Dable
zombies.
was the only one who could tell if someone was a zombie. According to Gibb, Dable told those close to him that Tammy, JJ, and Tylee were zombies shortly before they died or disappeared.
Are you kidding me?
And
He said he was the only person that could say they were zombies.
Yep.
So he's like the zombie whisperer or whatever. And he says,
something like that.
Take him out, right? That's what happened?
True.
What a piece of garbage, right? Total
then
garbage.
it
So then
says-
Lori Vallow was found guilty of what? Because last week when we had the live, I asked, and somebody said Lori's already facing her. Sorry, guys.
Well, anyway,
She was
Gibb,
sentenced to life without parole. It said that she was charged for her role in the deaths of 16-year-old daughter Tylee and her 7-year-old adopted son, Joshua J.J. Vallow, and her husband's first wife, Tammy. So she was charged for the role in the deaths. Okay, so she's the accessory. That's why I'm taking that. Am I wrong?
yeah. No, you're not wrong. Right.
Okay, so he's going to be the one that's facing the 1st-degree murder, 3 first-degree murders, because she assisted or helped hide
Yeah.
or
Yeah, she just kind of stood by, I think, and was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm
I don't
interested to know if she had any. Was she out on bail before she was convicted too? Like, that's so weird. Why would they single out Brian Kohberger? You know, not only just as a suspect, but as somebody that you're not going to allow any kind of bail to. Like, he seems
Right.
pretty docile to me. He doesn't seem like, I don't know. See. Yeah, Lori's in prison. Yeah, she has life without parole. That's what they have in Michigan too. If you even do, I think if it's even just one single murder that you're charged with, it's life without parole, right? Bob?
What?
Is it in Michigan if you even kill one person, it's life without parole, correct?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, all right. Anyway, so what I was going to get to was that our schedule is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I was seeing a lot of interest in the paranormal. So since we have some people here live right now, I was thinking sometime next week, either on Thursday or Saturday, we could do a paranormal video. So we could replace a live, or we could go live and do paranormal, you know? So like, I just wanted the opinion in the chat. If you guys, you know, since you guys are here with us live, it'll either be Thursday or Saturday that we'll do a paranormal video. And if you guys want us to do it live, put that in the chat. or if you don't, if it doesn't matter either way, and you guys want to do like a premiere video, we can do that. But I'm just curious in the chat since you guys are here right now. I'm just gonna take a look at the weather for then real quick. Because I don't want to go out and do paranormal in the rain. And somehow on the way home today from the dispensary, it went from like, it was like probably 30-ish when we started out on our journey towards the dispensary. And then while we were freezing in line, it was probably still in the 30s when we left. And it was clear, kind of cloudy, but not really. And when we left, it was blowing snow at us. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I swear it was like 50 or it was super sunny out. I remember sunbathing last week. I remember it wasn't snowing. I don't know about any of you guys. Are you any of you people getting snow? I mean, we're in Michigan, so it's like snow central.
I think that's the next thing I'm gonna like not allow on our channel is to talk about the weather.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm just saying for paranormal stuff. Like which day would be better next week, Thursday or Saturday? So Thursday, ooh, Saturday. Hold on a second. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Thursday might be better for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd like to go to.
I'd like to go when it's not precipitation outside, you know?
But definitely, I want to go to a special grave if we go to. I'm like, I know we've talked about this a couple times, but you keep bringing it up while we're live, and we never have the right answer. We've talked about it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a grave.
We're going to a specific grave.
Yeah, but it's not going to be talked about right now at the moment.
Obviously, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we are doing that. There's no if we are or nothing. We're doing it. We just haven't done it yet. Okay.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We have not gone to do the investigation that you will see on Thursday. And I'm not sure. I guess Monday's video will tell you what time zone the Thursday video will be in. Because we're trying to accommodate different time zones. You know what I mean? So you guys on the Pacific time zone, this was probably perfect for you guys. But in the UK, such as Jane, I know Jane's from the UK. Oh my gosh, Jane, you're incredible. I just wanted to say that during a live and give you a shout out. You are so incredible. You have my usual makeup. So amazing. Seriously. And you're such a big supporter of this channel. I just want to tell you that Bob and I really, really appreciate you. Right, Bob? Yes. He's saying yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everything cut out for a minute. I don't know why. But
yeah, look at Bob's face is there, and then he morphs into the background. Look at that. That's crazy. That's cool. He just went into did you guys see him melt into the wall like that? Right. So okay, yeah. I'm trying. Yeah, Amber. Amber, what time zone are you in? Because we happen to be in the East Coast time zone, and we usually post at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. And then this last week, we've kind of catered to the Pacific time zone. We do have close to 5,000 subs in the 6 months we've been a channel. But the thing is, we've noticed that we have every single time zone. Like as far as I know, we have people in Canada, we have people in the United States and South Africa, we have people in London, we have people in Spain, France, Ireland, Netherlands. I don't know what I'm missing, but we have there's so many different time zones. Australia, New Zealand.
The motherland. Also the motherland.
Yeah. So many places. Italy. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot Italy. Grazie. So, okay, guys, we have people in every time zone, and we want to try to like mix it up. So instead of like always going in the same time zone, we're going to try to play off what you guys want. So this last week has been Pacific. So this next week, I'm thinking Central. I think that would be fair because that's the next time. And it kind of helps out because like when we do the 420 thing, people are just getting off work, I think. And we try to do like a 20 to 30-minute premiere because people like to come and hang out because they know that Thursday is going to be live, except this Thursday is going to be paranormal, which may or may not be live. And depending on like the signal, we're going to check that out before we go out there actually. So we'll know on Thursday. But so we usually do premieres on Mondays, and then Thursdays and Saturdays are the lives. So next week we'll cater to the Central time zone. I don't know. At Virginia. Are you from Virginia? Oh, wait, talking about Virginia. So I don't know what time zone Amber and Virginia are in. I haven't seen you in here before, and I'm really glad to see you. But I don't know what time zone you're in. So next week is going to be this Central time zone. And I don't know. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss, Bob, or anything anybody wanted to request us to cover in our video on Monday? This is the time to do it. Bob, do you have any?
I'm gonna play us out with some music. That's all I really had to say.
Oh yeah, Bob didn't have his Weird Bob's Strange Minute in this video, and it's actually because probably because
we didn't have enough time.
Because we enjoyed our holiday that we don't really celebrate holidays. So this is our holiday, guys. And we really enjoyed having it with you. And Bob, instead of having his Weird Bob's Strange Minute, which will come back in the video Monday, he's going to play the video out. He's going to say goodbye to you guys. So you'll just see like this, whatever he's going to play. What are you playing? It's like a mashup.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this will be Weird Bob's Strange Minute. See you guys Monday at 4:20 Central. Is that Slayer?
It will be there, sky is turning red.
What's the name of that band?
Dark's near. Fall to me, the sky's got the tears.
That's Slayer and
Made of stone.
What's that band called? P-52s. Thank you, Cheryl.
Raining blood from a lacerated sky. From a lacerated sky, bleeding in horror, creating my destruction. Now I shall rain in blood. Rain in blood, bleeding in horror, It's flipping about. Awaiting the hour of reprisal. No time slips away. Ready to blow from a lacerate sky. Everybody's having fun. Ready to blow, bleeding its heart. Everybody's having fun. Ready to blow from a lacerate sky. Everybody's having fun. Ready to blow, bleeding its heart. Everybody's having fun. Ready to blow.